And on today's Christmas spot, we're going to be having a look at the Frosty the Snowman, the Deluxe Magical Frosty. He comes with a magic hat to bring Frosty to life. You're already excited, I can tell. We'll get into that in a second. Let's first have a look at the package. Package is it's got the open window, as you can see at the top there. There is a try me, but I won't do it just yet. No sense in spoiling the review, right? Because there's something, I have to leave something, much like Christmas. We have to leave something for you guys to look forward to seeing. We got a picture of Frosty down below there. This was picked up through Toys R Us. I didn't actually pick it up through Toys R Us. I picked up through eBay. I don't remember how much I paid for it. On the back, the two figures, I guess the two deluxe figures from the Frosty line of figures, is we've got Belly Whopper Frosty. So it's got a colorful PVC figurine of Frosty's young friend is in for the ride of her life. Balancing act, Frosty magically bounces on a steep snow mound. Watch him bobble. Press the flowers on the base to hear a phrase from the classic holiday song Frosty the Snowman. The other one is, of course, Magical Frosty. Frosty utters his first words when he comes to life, just like in the classic show. A removable magic hat brings Frosty to life. Watch his eyes turn from black coal to sparkling cartoon eyes. Corny and lovable. Frosty can hold his corncob pipe and features a real cloth scarf. And Snowman of Action, jointed shoulders, neck, and legs allow figure to be displayed in a variety of poses. You can also visit www.round2corp.com. You want to check out other stuff available. And this is packaged copyright 2007. Now that we've said everything we've needed to say for packaging, what we're going to do is we're going to get this opened up and we will have ourselves a look at the deluxe posable figure of Magical Frosty. Stay tuned, guys. There's magic on the way. Alright, let's have a look at Frosty. Frosty's accessories before we get into Frosty himself. He does come with a broom. Very, it's nice. It's pretty nicely sculpted. Frosty can hold it as well. I'll get into that in a second. He also does come with his pipe. Corn cob pipe. And finally, Frosty also comes with his hat. His magic hat. And all the magic actually relies in the bottom here, which is actually a magnet. Alright, so we got the accessories aside. Let's have a look at Frosty. There's one problem with this Frosty. I'll certainly get into it in a second. Depending on when you're watching this review, the Frosty itself might look a little familiar to you. That's only because, if I bring him in, the smaller Frosty from the figure assortment, it's actually the exact same mold. It's the exact same mold, same hands, same head. He's got the same hole in his mouth where his pipe will eventually go, and he certainly has the exact same scarf. So, you have this Frosty. You're going to be pretty much getting the same Frosty aside from the magicness of this Frosty. You are going to get the exact same Frosty. Now, you remember this Frosty had a magic hat. Stick that on there. And it was magnet. Move him aside here. Frosty has the exact same thing with the larger Frosty as well. The thing is, though, as you can see, I think you can see here, his eyes are black. Two eyes made of coal. You know the story. Everybody knows the story of Frosty. The same hat as the smaller one, also has the magnet. And the idea, once you take the magic hat and put it on said Frosty, look, watch his eyes, watch the magic.
Happy birthday! Hey, I said my first words. Could I really be alive? I am alive!
Oh, I lost the hat too. There we go.
Happy
you so far see already one problem with this figure.
My first words. Could I really be alive? I am alive.
The idea is when you put the same kind of magnet hat as the smaller one, but if you put it on the larger Frosty, it actually it flips the eyes back, and it shows the cartoon eyes. The thing is, though, it doesn't sit. That Frosty's hat sits on his head pretty good. No problems there. You put it on this Frosty, though, and I don't know if it's just the fact that the head is more smooth than that Frosty, or the fact that the hat is heavier, but it doesn't want to sit on him properly. You end up with a Frosty with his hat forward. That doesn't make any sense. See, it doesn't want to stand. It doesn't want to sit on it. You can have it sideways, I guess, but see, it just keeps falling off. The other real problem with this Frosty, and it's so sad, is the fact that you don't actually need this hat to operate the feature. If I, for example, just put down the cat, she was coming up there for a second. The Frosty, for example, is all just mechanisms in here. So if you can flick the figure, and it does the exact same thing. It doesn't actually need this hat to do it. It's nice because you can see the eyes, but you get the exact same feature. What's funny, now that I've shown you the features, what's funny is when I got this figure in the mail, I kid you not, when I got it in the mail, and I went to the post office and the guy put the package down, as soon as he put it down, this is what I heard in the package.
I said my first words. Could I really be alive?
There is there's no switch. There's no switch at all on this Frosty. So I can only imagine, for all the traveling this Frosty took from where I bought it from to where it eventually arrived, how many times this actually was going off. I'm surprised the batteries were still working on this Frosty. So it's disappointing that he doesn't hold the hat very well, and it's so disappointing that if you pack this away, might want to take the batteries out, because if you don't, this is going to be going off all the time. And if it falls in the box while you're sleeping, you're going to probably wake up and think, what's going on? Where's that noise coming from? It's only Frosty. It is only Frosty. In the way of his articulation, Frosty's head can still move, although it doesn't move. It only moves to the one side. I don't know why. It doesn't seem to want to move the other way, and I'm probably just going to leave it. That's a good indicator just to leave it. His arms do bend out. They rotate. You can certainly move the hands as well. His feet are on little tracks that you can move the legs forward. You can move them back. And as mentioned, I'll take his corn cob pipe. And you should be able to put it in his hand. Or you can certainly put it in his mouth. Probably makes more sense, I think, to put it in his mouth. You put his broom in his hand. He actually holds the broom, from what I'm seeing so far. He holds it a lot better than the smaller Frosty. Smaller Frosty, it just fell out. The only thing he doesn't hold well, again, is his hat, which is the real shame. I would say this is probably really a pass. You can get really just as much out of this smaller Frosty than you can with the larger Frosty. Gimmick is neat enough, but the fact he doesn't hold his hat, the hat just slides off his head, and the fact that just the slight twitch, you can get this thing going on its own. Really needed an off switch on this thing. Today's Christmas spot, we were looking at the Magical Frosty. It's not really magic, it's more or less just some levers and some magnets. But some magic could have certainly been used to keep the blasted hat on his head. And I really see the problem now It's his eyes. The lever in his eyes are magnetic that work with the hat. When the eyes go down, the weight of the eyes is what's sliding the hat down. It doesn't actually want...
I said my first words.
Yeah, because as soon as the eyes drop, the hat drops as well.
I am alive.
So some bad decision making, some bad construction on what could have been a really good idea. And it pains me to say it, but you could probably pass on this Frosty right here. Today's Christmas spot, we were having a look at Magical Frosty. He came with a hat, but really disappointing. Stick with this guy, guys. Stick with the smaller one. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Ho, 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 ho!